welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, and give the video a thumbs up if you find it useful, and also leave a comment below. In today's video, we'll be making a boho jumpsuit. This is a jumpsuit with no joining at the waist. It's a free size jumpsuit and it's very simple to make. So the materials we'll be needing for this tutorial, we'll be needing our fabric. This is crepe fabric, about 2 yards of fabric here. We'll be needing our tape roll, our tailor's chalk, our scissors, and our... So the first thing to do is to fold our fabric into 2 equal parts. So after folding into 2, go ahead to further fold your fabric into 4. So I folded my fabric into 4 because I'll be cutting the front panel and the back panel together. Note that I'm using 2 yards of fabric for these jumpsuits, so I have each side about 18 inches wide. So the next thing to do now is to insert our vertical measurements. So I have this line drawn out here already. So this line is going to serve as our starting point, and it's also going to be our chest line when we're inserting the vertical measurement. So I'll be working with the full length of the fabric. The full length of the fabric is 60 inches long. So we'll be cutting the jumpsuit in the form of an off-shoulder jumpsuit. So we'll be cutting this jumpsuit in form of an off-shoulder jumpsuit. So go ahead and place your tape rule 5 inches above your chest line. So that means we'll be subtracting 5 inches from all the vertical measurements. But to make it easy, just place your tape rule 5 inches above and maintain the same measurement. So from my shoulder measurement to my bust measurement is about 9 inches, but I'll be adding 1 inch for the folding at the top, that is 10 inches. So from my shoulder measurement to my waist measurement is 16 inches. Don't forget to place your tape rule 5 inches above your starting line so that you can have the off-shoulder effect. So my waistline is 16 inches, and from my shoulder to my hip line is about 23 inches. So I've gone ahead to draw out all the... So after inserting our vertical measurements, the next thing to do now is to insert our horizontal measurements. So starting from the chest line, I'll be working with my shoulder measurement there. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches. 16 inches divided by 2, that is 8 inches, plus 3 extra inch, that is 11 inches. So I'll go ahead to mark 11 inches there. Please bear with me on the fabric, it's very hard to draw on, so just follow while I'm explaining. So on the bust line, my bust measurement is 42 inches. 42 inches divided by 4 is 10.5 inches, and I'll be adding additional 4 inches to it, that is 14.5 inches. I'm adding these extra measurements because the jumpsuit is going to be a very free one. So on the waistline, my waist measurement is 38 inches divided by 4, that is 9.5 inches, plus additional 4 inches, that is 13.5 inches. Sorry, 14 inches. So on my hip line, my hip measurement is 46 inches divided by 4, that is 11.5 inches, and I'll be adding additional 5 inches to it, that is 16 inches. So I'll go ahead to mark 16 inches. So after marking 16 inches, go ahead to join all the points together. So you also connect your shoulder measurement, where you mark your shoulder measurement, connect it down using a curve to form your armhole. the next thing to do now is to get our crouch length. So my crouch measurement, from my waist measurement to my crouch length is 11.5 inches. But because it's a free size jumpsuit, I'll be adding extra 5 inches to the 11.5 inches. That is 16.5 inches. So this measurement depends on how free you want the crouch to be. So you can use any measurement from 6 inches, 5 inches or 7 inches. I'll go ahead to draw a line. So to get our crouch curve, from the closed side of the fabric, the side that is completely closed, come in by 2 inches on the crotch line. Then come down to the full length of the fabric and come in again by 2 inches. Take your ruler and form a straight line down to meet it. So while we are cutting, we'll be cutting that place in the form of a curve. So take your ruler and draw a straight line to connect both points together. Sorry guys, I lost the clip where I started cutting the jumpsuit, but as you can see, I've gone ahead to cut out the crotch, and before cutting the jumpsuit, I joined the shoulder measurement down to the bust measurement, forming the armhole curve. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm... So guys, I've gone ahead to cut out the jumpsuit, and this is what it looks like. This is the crouch part that I talked about, and this is the upper part, the armhole. So the next thing to do now is to face the right side facing each other. Place the right side of both fabrics facing each other. Right side facing each other, matching all the points together. Take it to your sewing machine now. Using 1 inch sewing allowance, run a straight stitch down to the full length of the jumpsuit. Remember that this jumpsuit does not require any shaping because it's a free size jumpsuit. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. So I've gone ahead to join both sides of the jumpsuit together, so you can see how big it looks. So the next thing to do now is to join the crouch parts together. Match the 2 points together, take it to your sewing machine and run a straight stitch down there and run a straight stitch down the other side. So after that, go ahead to fold in the 1 inch mark we left initially while marking the vertical measurement. So you take half an inch first, then fold it in by another half an inch and sew it all the way down. Repeat for the other side because that point will be serving as the part we'll be passing our fabric strap through. So after doing that, I'll go ahead to finish up the armhole with the bias strip. I'll do the same thing for the other side, and I'll show you guys the next thing to do when I'm done. So I've gone ahead to finish the armhole using a bias strip, and I've folded in the neckline. So we'll be passing a fabric strap through that point to give us a drawstring effect on the neckline. So I have this fabric cut out already. This fabric is going to serve as the straps will be inserted into the neckline to give us the drawstring effect. So the fabric is 40 inches in length. This is 40 inches long and 2 inches in width. So the next thing to do now is to fold your fabric first by half inch. Fold the other edge in and fold it again to form a closed edge, a neat closed edge. Take it to your sewing machine and run the straight stitch down. Repeat the same thing for the other. So I've gone ahead to fold the fabric and this is how it looks like. So the next thing to do now is to insert the fabric into the neckline. So take your safety pin and pass it through the fabric strap, just like the elastic, just like when you want to insert your elastic band. close it up, take it to the open edge of the fold and pass the pin inside with the fabric strap. So pass it in and keep pulling the fabric. So keep pulling while you are passing so that the fabric strap will keep going inside. So you keep passing it till you get to the other side of the jumpsuit. So when you get to the other side, you pull out the pin with the fabric on it. So we have the drawstring effect. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other side and I'll show you guys the next thing to do. So I'm gonna head to insert the fabric strap on both the front panel and the back panel, and you can see how beautiful it looks with the drawstring effect. So I'll go ahead now to fold in the base of the jumpsuit. I'll fold in first by 1/2 inch and another 1/2 inch, and I'll sew it all around. So I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like on my mannequin. So if you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. See you in my